Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Kamara up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Saints still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. But whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning. But unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And shutting him off now open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. From the gun, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Throwing now is Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw, here's Nix. And his throw here is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Back to the air with Nix. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From midfield, here's Carr. It's Hill, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Riley Moss takes him down defensively. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Carr now to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. To throw his Carr. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. As we begin quarter number 2, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in in nickel. Do they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up forward.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Carr. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's taken in by Franklin. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Groupie for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Nix to the air. To the right side, he's got Vele. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Carr. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
21, Broncos 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, second down. Now it's Nix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Nix looking to throw again. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice
back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Carr going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
That's good for the Saints.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 60 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action with Nix. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw, here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Nick's going to give this to Bidet. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Lucas Kroll, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 1st down, a run with Bidet. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 3rd down, Bidet. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now Carr changing the formation. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Nix once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A give running left, Bidet. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A handoff here to Bidet. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Nix. His throw incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly.
The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Bidet going to try the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Denver, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals, like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter, I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all tied, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
You say my look good.